Hello everyone, my name is Lian Xiang. Today I will walk you through a paper called Teaching Creativity and Inventive Problem Solving in Science. The author is Robert L. DeHaan. Here's my outline for the presentation. First, I'm going to talk about what's the purpose of this paper. For many decades, engaging learners in the excitement of science, helping them to discover the value of evidence-based reasoning and higher order cognitive skill, teaching students to become creative problem solving has long been goals of science education reformers. But the means to achieve these goals, especially methods to promote creative thinking in scientific problem solving, are not widely been known or used. That's why the author wants to do the research. So, what do we know about creativity? At week 9, Jingyi and Ziling help us know the creativity is not comes from one side of the brain, but the whole brain. We also know that the process of creative thought takes place in the prefrontal cortex. In this article, the author cites Kaufman and Beghetto's definition of creativity. So when we mention about creativity, the first thing we thought about is someone who have the ability to generate new ideas that contribute substantially to an intellectual domain, such as Michelangelo or Einstein. Another level of inventiveness is the mini-C creativity, which is the creativity that widespread among all the population. It is based on what Karp calls possibility thinking, as experienced when a worker suddenly has insight to visualize a new way to accomplish a task. It is also represented by the aha moment, when a student sees two previous disparate concepts in a new relationship. In this essay, the authors say that creativity is a multi-component process, which in two phases, generative phase and exploratory phase. During the generative phase, our mind will picture a set of novel mental models as potential solution to a problem. In exploratory phase, we evaluate the multiple options and then we will select the best one. The author also mentioned that creativity occurs in a social context. Although it is understandable to speak of an aha moment as a creative act by the person who experienced it, but many authorities in the fields recognize that creative thinking is not just a property of individuals, it is also property of social groups. Brophy confirmed that group of interacting individuals were better at solving complex problems than single individuals. So, why teaching creativity is so important? I believe that whether as a teacher or student or in other jobs, we all need creativity in our life. It is an essential element of problem solving and critical thinking. So the question is how to promote creativity into classroom. What explicit strategies are available to promote creative problem solving? Here are 6 strategies to help you to promote creativity into classroom, which is provided by the author. The first is model creativity. The teacher has to show students what is creativity? How to be creative. Second one, repeatedly encourage idea generation. The third one, the teacher have to let students integrate material across subject areas. The fourth one, build self-efficacy. Teacher have to help students to believe in their own capacity to be creative. The fifth one, constantly question assumption. And the last one, imagine other viewpoints or possibility. That is why social interaction is so important in creative development process. Let's have a conclusion of this paper. Creativity is not some single hard to measure property or act. It is a multi-component process mediated through social interaction. It is teachable and can be enhanced by explicit instruction. Last one is my discussion question. Question number 1. What activity would you decide to promote creativity in language classroom? To provide your example activity, please apply multiple perspectives from neuroscience perspective, executive functions perspective, social context perspective to analyze why the activity would help enhancing student creativity. Question number 2. The above picture is the creative idea process in reality. According to Guilford's theory on the creative thinking process, please classify which steps belong to generative phase and which belongs to explorative phase, and what is your reason? Question number 3. From your own experiences, what factor do you think will help you have better ideas in the creative process? The last one. Some people think creativity usually happens in teaching children. It is more difficult to teach adults to be innovative. Do you agree? Please explain your answer. That's it for my presentation. The discussion question will be posted on the Moodle. Thank you for your listening.